talking about when I say this. Joseph, on the other hand, had a woman of stature, a woman of position, rip his clothes off and say, "Take me, I'm yours." And he said no. What was the difference? When you know who you are, you make good choices. When you know who your God is, you make great choices. When you have an external value measurement of yourself and circumstances impact that value, and you don't feel so good about yourself, you start to make choices that are beneath you. And so this is why when we come to God, we don't need all of these external things to pretty up our lives. We need an inside job. Because we have spent the bulk of our lives having other people telling us how to live, how to breathe, how to walk, how to talk, how to dress, what kind of education to get, what kind of job to look for, what kind of man to marry, what kind of woman. You don't want that kind of woman right there. And by the time we come to God, we've had so many voices in our ear, and we've tried to prop our lives up so many different ways to be acceptable to so many different people, and God is so not interested in what you're wearing. God is so not interested in where you shop, where you eat. God is so interested about getting to the inside of you and doing an inside job, changing you from the inside out. And so much so that God gives us these examples in scriptures to help us to understand that there is no external event that can draw you closer to God if you don't have internal change. Than a conqueror. That's what God says about you. So, who am I to say, boy, she's more than a conqueror. So what you need to do is anybody that says any lesser thing about you, ignore, run away from, avoid. And feed yourself on who God says you are. You know, Brother Robert, God says you are a priest and a king. So anybody that can't line up with that realization of who you are, it really shouldn't have a whole lot of your time. You know, if you can't accept me for who God says I am, why am I fooling with you? You understand what I'm saying? You know, why am I going to sit around hearing you speak foolishness that's not relevant to who I am? Amen. You know, Paul says this: we are overcomers. So when you see me low, and you start to judge me based on where you see me, you've missed God. Because no matter how low you find me today, my destiny is to overcome the situation I'm in and be all that God has called me to be. So if you can't get with the vision that I am an overcomer, you know, it's okay. Some of you are aware of some of what I've been through over these past 6 years. And some people, just out of human kindness, want to feel sorry for me. And I resent that. I don't want that. Oh, but Pastor Glenn, you had such a beautiful church. Yes, we did. But that didn't define me. And this don't define me. I am an overcomer. So wherever I am today, I am going to overcome today to get to what God has for me tomorrow. Amen. But see, when I'm overcoming, I'm not going to act foolishly. I'm going to take all the experience I've had, I'm going to glean the wisdom, glean the knowledge, glean the understanding, so I can be better, so when I overcome, I don't have to go that way again.
That's good. Amen.
You understand what I'm saying? So, understand the world, the church, society is full of people that want to look at you, read you